Hello, everybody, and welcome to World of Warships Legends. I am Cosnuts, and this is my first narrated and edited video officially. Please let me know how I did down in the comments. Please like and subscribe. Tell your friends. Alright, now that that's out of the way, we are in the Gaiety. It is a German DD. We all know how I feel about the German fleet, period. However, there's a challenge where you have to, for the French campaign, where you have to do 600,000 damage to ships with German ships. So, that's why we're in the Gaiety. I was switching between this and one of the couple of battleships that I have. I'm not playing the German line if I don't have to. I'm sorry. I just don't like them. If I can climb up the battleship line, I'm sure I'll like them. But either way, we're in the Gaiety. It is a DD. I am mostly a battleship captain, but I have been getting much better at the DDs. Just kind of going on out there, just trying to find a firing solution for some of these folks. Want to see if we can get fish in the water. In the meantime, make sure that you do check out the description of this video. Make sure you check out another great streamer, Bulvy. He's the one that actually, him and Spartan Elite are the ones that inspired me to start my own channel and do these. And oh my god, there is another DD, there's a Mahan, and we need to lay some fire on this guy. Got him set on fire right away. He hasn't even fired back. He was probably just as surprised as I was, but we're gonna get out of there quickly because we are spotted. Gonna throw out some smoke and see if we can't get a firing solution for our torpedoes. We can't, but we know that we are quite concealed. We're just going to make sure that we keep in mind that the Mahan is behind us, because he is definitely going to be coming around the island, and I'm almost willing to bet, folks, he is going to try to get some torpedoes in the water, and there they are. But they weren't at us. He does not have a care in the world that we are here, that we were firing on him, and I don't think things are going to work well for him. How do I know? I've seen this video. I've played this match. He's got a bunch of holes in his ship already, and he's not even looking our way. He is laser focused, and that is how you get sent back to the water garage right there. Oh, time to go. So it is time to get on our way, as our smoke cloud is definitely disappearing, and we have made quite a lot of noise. That Gneisenau is more than equipped to send us down to the bottom of the ocean. Still haven't gotten any fish in the water. We've got 6,000 damage, but I think some good things are coming. I just don't know. Now, with the German DDs, the one thing I do like about them is they feel a little bit more robust than American destroyers. I don't know. I mean, their armor's about the same. Definitely the DPM is lower. However, the shells do pack a bit more of a punch, and throwing some fish towards this Nuremberg, who didn't pay much attention to the borders of the game, and as he is focused on someone else, we will see what happens with those as we finally got some fish in the water. Focusing back on the Gneisenau and back to what I was saying, the German DDs, they just, like I said, they feel meteor, and oh, there was a torpedo hit. One of those fish connected with that Nuremberg for sure. Cannot be happy. And oh my god, another one. That second salvo took him out. Incapacitation, flooding, and back to the water garage for him. Right now we are spotted by the Gneisenau. That is not good for us. But I bet he can't see us over this mountain anymore. What will happen? Is he going to get away from us? He does not look like he is having a good day at all. He does not want to be killed by a destroyer. That is for sure. Get killed by a destroyer. Yes, you are. And he just escapes getting killed by me. But anyway, German fleet armor. they feel beefier. It feels like an elephant running through the water. Whereas the American DDs, more like, I don't know, a skinny hippo, we'll say that. But their DPM is amazing. So what they lack in armor, they definitely make up for in DPM, damage per minute. But it just doesn't feel like a tank. This feels like a fast, like in World of Tanks. I used to play that, so this feels like one of the tier 5 light tanks that you would play when you needed to be the first one to spot so many other tanks or whatever, and you just hammer the gas and run straight through the middle of the map. You didn't care if you got killed as long as you spotted 2, 3, 4 people on your way out, and this is what they feel like. So this isn't definitely going to outrun any of the American DDs. The Japanese DDs, of course, have much longer torpedo range, but this is pretty well balanced. I like I'll go back to what I said earlier. I do like the German DD line. I don't have anything higher than the Gady right now. I'm kind of working my way up slowly up the German DD line, but now with the introduction of the French, it's something that we're going to have to work out. Anyway, back to the game. It looks like that the red team is down 5, and we are only down 4. And Scharnhorst in front of us looks like he has taken aim on another red player, that Queen Elizabeth right there. I've just told him that if he wanted to hit the brakes, I will come up and I will cover him in a smoke screen, because there is an Atlanta on the other side of that island, and we do not want our Scharnhorst to be set ablaze. Not a good thing for me. I don't want to be sticking my neck out there for an Atlanta, as they can tear through a DD toot sweet. But Scharnhorst is much more of a brawler. So we are going to help him out, and we're going to pop smoke right there and give him some cover. Going to check and see if we have a firing solution as well on the Queen Elizabeth. We do not. He's a little bit farther and a little bit out of range yet, but we also have to worry about the Atlanta and keeping him out of our spotting radius, even though he knows we are here. We are going to find out what happens. We're going to throw a set of fish at each of them, hoping that one of them makes a fatal error, and we are definitely going to make sure that we are out of the spotting range of the Atlanta, who seems to be focused on someone else. So why not? Let's take some shots. If he's not focused on us right now, we will take all the free damage that we need, because that is part of the challenge. Cause as much damage as you can in a German ship. That's the only reason why we're playing the German fleet. Still, not focused on us at all. He doesn't care that we're shooting at him. He just doesn't seem to mind. Set him on fire. He's just still laser focused, just like the Mahan was. And there we've got his attention. I'm sorry. I apologize. I did not mean to do that to you. Oh, yes I did. That's why I pay attention to my minimap. I needed a distraction. And he's getting a little far out of our gun range as well. We are no longer spotted, and the Queen Elizabeth is still alive. Unfortunately, did not run into any of our fish, and the Atlanta did not either, as it was going backwards and decided to move forward. Our Scharnhorst is gone, but that's okay. It's a 4-3 match. There's plenty of time. We are up on points, and we are closing in on the Queen Elizabeth. Now, this is perfect situation. We're coming up behind an island. Queen Elizabeth obviously knows that we're around, but does not know exactly where we are and where we're going to be coming from. This is one of those situations. It's perfect. The Queen Elizabeth just fired its entire salvo, not looking at us, didn't expect us, At this point, I'm going, just keep looking forward. Do not look at me. You do not see me. You're going to run into the border, and you're going to run into my fish. Now, just in case the Queen Elizabeth decides to hit the gas, I threw one dead on and one slightly behind. And, of course, as always, the Queen Elizabeth decides to turn. But we need the damage. So if we're going to go out, we're going to go out fighting. And so laying a little bit of fire on them, seeing if we can't set the Queen Elizabeth on fire. And that first salvo completely missed, but let's see what the second set of fish does. Will they connect? Oh, there's one. We're going to get one out of that. Well, not bad. One out of, what, 10? 8? We really can't complain. We're still going to continue to lay the guns on the Queen Elizabeth, although we know that Atlanta is still out there. So now that we are well out of spotting range, we are going to lay off, so the circle will shrink, and we do not become fish food for the Atlanta. Plus, we want to get our torpedoes reloaded so we can possibly get another shot at the Queen Elizabeth as well. 44,000 damage. It is 2-3. We are down on points. Things have taken a turn. Things have definitely taken a turn. At this point, the Queen Elizabeth has no idea where we've gone. The Queen Elizabeth must have thought we had a longer torpedo reload time, or that I just decided to sail off into the middle of nowhere. I was going to go cap the base. I have no idea, but this is not a good look for the Queen Elizabeth. If you are in a battleship of any sort, you do not want to continue sailing in a straight line, because 1, 2, there's another 2, so we've got 5 torpedo hits now. 68,000, 69. The Queen Elizabeth is flooding.
You were flooding, so let's set you on fire.
Something tells me that they don't have a repair kit to use. Creeping up on 72,000 damage. Looks like the Queen Elizabeth did hit their repair kit, but I don't think that's going to be enough. Laying some effective fire down on the Queen Elizabeth, trying to set the deck on fire.
There you go.
And that's exactly what we've done. The Queen Elizabeth had to use their repair kits to put out, to stop the flooding. And so now the Queen Elizabeth will burn for about a minute or so. Oh my God, everything on this ship is broken. I cannot steer, I can't throw torpedoes, my guns are broken. Ugh. And that's why we don't use a repair kit to fix things very quickly. Because situations like that, I thought I was dead right there. To be honest, I should have been dead.
And you burned to death.
And look at that!
You.
The Queen Elizabeth burns to death. Persistence pays off. 79,000, we'll call it almost 80,000 damage in the Tier 5 German DD the Gaiety. Now, we've still got the Atlanta out there. Somehow it has survived, but we are capturing their base as it's a 2-2 battle. It doesn't look like that my partner has very much life left. At this point, I'm telling him, don't die. All you have to do is not die, and we've got this in the bag. We're still down on points. And now I'm the last one. We are definitely down on points. There's not enough time to capture the base, so what do? Oh, there's the Atlanta. Is it a one-shot? The Atlanta looks like it could possibly be a one-shot. Now, I don't know how the point system works, but I'm thinking at this point, if I kill the Atlanta, maybe we'll have a chance. Let's find out what happens. Otherwise, I'll die, and the game is going to be over anyway when we'll lose. I line up my shot. I send them. And the Atlanta goes back to the water garage. And
Match, bitch.
like I said, I don't know how the point system works, but we just won that match 455 to 414 for me just taking out that Atlanta. We pull the W. We end the match. I bet the person in that Atlanta was just cussing. I would have loved to hear the end of that. 79,000, we'll call it 80,000 damage, 220,000 coin, 4,700 experience, 5 torpedo hits, sunk 3, 4 fires, and caused flooding 4 times. Once again, if you guys like what you have seen, please hit like and subscribe. Please comment down in the description below on how you are enjoying my new editing and my commentary. I will take all criticism, good, bad, ugly, I don't care. Make sure you check out Colby's channel in the description below. Check out the Facebook page, and we will see you in the next one.